from the last video. Here we go. Let's go downstairs. Welcome to my basement. So this basement is a very large space. It's a bit more contemporary, and you know, it's just a giant, large space for entertaining. And yeah, this is kind of what it looks like if I do a circular turn for you guys. One of the major things that we did in this basement was that we made all these new windows, doors, and yeah, windows. So it used to be really dark space in here, and I think they used it for rental. So there was 2 separate apartments in here that they used for rental. So we broke it all down, made the basement just like more open and like easier for playing and entertaining. And the windows actually made a huge difference because we got these giant windows, and it allowed a lot more light into the space, because before they would have these basement windows that basically look like that. So this flooring here is actually all vinyl. So vinyl is quite in nowadays for doing basements. It's also a lot cheaper. I think vinyl go from like $1 something per square feet to $4, and these were kind of like $2.60, I believe. And the color is almond paste, so it's like almond color, and I think it's pretty nice. My favorite part of the basement in terms of the outside common space is probably this fake kitchen slash bar area. What we did here was we did a tea island where you can see that, you know, you can see the marble on the bottom, and this is for kind of sitting if you want to sit on that side or this side. And then it has some cabinet space on the side. It was actually not that expensive to build out this portion of the cabinetry and stone. So the cabinetry itself was probably about $5,000–6,000, and then the stone itself, like including the island obviously, so the stone, the backsplash, everything costed me around another $5,000 something. All of this is actually porcelain, so this is like a matte finish porcelain, and it just has this great beautiful pattern that I really like. One of the things that I did inside the cabinetry was I wanted to kind of like be a serving cabinet, so I designed the inside to look a little bit prettier. So I kind of put stone on the inside as well. So you have this like area where you can put appliances and you can entertain with. Originally, I wanted these doors to be like sliding in, but it was gonna cost me like $1,800 to do each set, and I had 2 sets, so that was gonna be like $4,000, and this whole cabinetry only cost me $5,000 something, so it wasn't really worth it. So I just left the doors as traditional doors. But on the inside, I also had to pay extra to do this handle kind of thing on my drawers, and I paid for the drawers, of course, but I think it just makes the cabinetry more interesting, and it made it look nicer. And I also paid for another thing, which is to make the inside of the cabinetry the same color as the outside. Again, same, you know, stone thing on the inside. And then here I did wine racks or alcohol racks. But one of the things I realized after I did this was that you couldn't pull this out. I don't know, I think I forgot to tell them that I wanted these to be pull out wine racks, so you would be able to pull them out if you're looking to serve, so you can see the bottles a little bit better. But this was my take on wine storage, because we're not big drinkers. We don't really drink at all, so I didn't really need that much space, but I still wanted to have this so you can display, and if people come over, they have the option of, you know, drinking or entertaining, whatever they wanted to do. This is actually a media room, so like for watching movies, or you can use it as a spare bedroom if you want, if you just, you know, curtain it up, or you can use it as a gym. You know, it's really nice to have a glass gym, and then you can look at the outside greenery while you're running and while you're doing like yoga or Pilates or something. So it is a multi-functioning room, and I wanted these glass doors, and they weren't really that expensive. I think this entire set was probably like $1,900, so it was not that bad. This is just a really simple square room, nothing special about it. This used to be E's office and computer space. He wanted something dark, and this was the darkest room in the house with no windows, so this is where he put his computers. And here is a washroom. So this washroom also has a shower, and we did porcelain down here versus upstairs where we did all marble. I also did custom cabinetry here, and all the cabinets are all like this because I can't really stand it when the cabinets all look very different and funky. So I made sure that I wanted to do the same look everywhere. And this is actually Korean stone, so it's not like your traditional stones. It's a little bit different. And I did a waterfall, and this was quite expensive. This unit itself cost me $3,000 to do just because I did the waterfall, and Korean was a bit more expensive than porcelain and other stones. And we also did like this dig out like sink because I didn't want like what's it called, those traditional sinks where you put the sink in. I wanted something a bit more seamless. I just thought that it was a bit more cool to have like a sink that was the same as your countertop. So we did Korean, and one of the great things about Korean is that you don't have to use any gel or glue in the middle. They literally just melt it at high temperature, and then it melts, and it works a lot better for cleaning, and it just looks very, very seamless. So that's one of the things I did with the washrooms, and I really like it. Now we're gonna move on to my favorite part of the basement, and that is my master bedroom. So I wanted a bigger master bedroom, so we built the master bedroom in the basement because we were running out of space, and I didn't want to turn the 3 bedrooms upstairs into 1 bedroom. That made no sense. Like if you were ever selling the house, that would make no sense. So right here we have the room to the master bedroom, and you guys saw I came from like the store here and then walked down, and that's my washroom where I don't have a door. So yeah, it's a pretty big space. So it is the room part of the master bedroom. So now moving on to the grander side of the master bedroom. This is where I spent most of my money. And first here is my master closet. You guys probably have seen my shoe video, and from the shoe video you can tell, you know, this is quite a big space. We moved everything out now, but it is a giant closet. It is probably the size of a pretty big room, I would say, and it's closet on both sides, and then a bag and shoe cabinet right there. And then I also did these sliding doors on the outside. Let me just show you guys quickly the sliding doors. So they're like this, and they just sit outside of the closet. And I did these because I just thought that this wall was really plain and I wanted something more interesting. Now moving on to the master washroom. So let me turn on the lights for you guys. So the master washroom also has the same wood detail, and yeah, it's really nice and big. This is kind of bigger than my closet and probably almost the size as the bedroom. We actually removed the tub because my tub was really expensive. So part of the deal for the house was that I removed my toilet and the tub because the tub was like $5,000–$6,000. This is like $2,000, but I didn't remove it. And the toilet was like $4,000. So we took those to our new home. And then I'm gonna put the tub in my new house when we do the renovation. But here we did like a very, I would say, hotel styled washroom where you kind of have everything integrated. Like it's just like full cabinetry from the side all the way in. Here is my vanity, and I really liked how the light turned out because I don't know, I just really like that design. It's very modern. It didn't really give a lot of light to my face because you need light shining this way to see your face, so it was quite dark. But I like, you know, how it turned out because it's really nice. It's just that next time I probably would have preferred more light shining towards my face when I was doing my makeup because I couldn't see myself. And then I did these holes on the side where I can put my makeup and easily access everything without having it to look too dirty. We did a double faucet, but instead of having 2 sinks, I did 1 giant sink. I think the sink could have been bigger. When we did the design, it looked a lot bigger on design, but like in reality, it's actually like not that big. And when they drilled the holes for this, they definitely did not do the proper job, because it should have been further apart like a regular faucet, but instead they drilled it really close to each other, so it kind of looks funny. But it's okay, we're out of here, so I don't have to deal with it anymore. If you're building a sink like this, I would definitely go bigger. Like I would have less space here so it can be wider, and then I would also do it like maybe a bit longer, because I don't really need that much space here, but I would prefer like just a bigger, longer, and wider sink. Other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with how the washroom turned out. In this particular cabinet, you guys will see that this is where the dig out is. So it has this giant box here. And then on the bottom, I have my 3 drawers for storage. And here I also did the same thing as the like kitchen bar area, where the inside wood is the same color as the outside wood. So on this side, we have storage up there, and then a dig out again. I wanted this because I thought I would be able to put some like furnishings on here for display, so it would make the washroom look a bit more interesting, or you can store like some towels or something you needed to grab. And then in here are basically 3 more drawers, so I have a lot of space in here and a lot of storage space, so I didn't really need more storage space on the actual like counter. So I just made it open shelf, really clean and simple looking. So another thing to be mindful of when you're doing your washroom is that you guys can see that this runs all the way to the floor, like my shower right here. So they don't have this like extra thing on here. I don't know what they're called, but the other washrooms have it where it comes out like an extra ledge to keep the water inside. So I had to pay extra $2,000 something for this, so they can gradient this to go downwards. So it's a different gradient and it's not flat. And they can do the glass all the way to the bottom if you just pay them a little bit extra, and it makes the space look a lot more clean and more modern, I would say. So if you're doing like a master bedroom, I would probably pay for it, but if you're doing just like a smaller washroom, I would probably not pay for this because it is a lot of money. Just a quick pricing on this. So all of the cabinetry here costed me $14,000 to do, and then I think that piece of Korean costed me around like $4,000 something or something like that. And then these 2 mirrors here cost me $800. So this is actually 2 pieces of mirrors they put in, and that's 1 giant piece. So $800 for all 3 pieces of mirror. Pretty much it. So this is my master bedroom washroom. This is so nice. It is very hard to let go of this because we are out of the house. But maybe in my new house, we will do something similar, and then, you know, expand the washroom and make it look nicer, and then build myself also a brand new closet that I will probably like a little bit better, because with this closet, I think there was a lot of mistakes in here and a lot of things that could have been better. But this was already pretty nice. And, you know, it was a luxury to have this for a good 1.5 years. And I really enjoyed being here. But now we are in a new house, and then hopefully I will take you guys on my renovation journey, and you guys will see how the new house turns out.